Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Whether it's a blissful few days on the beach or packing in the sights, most of us have a preference for our ideal holiday. But it appears there are some telltale signs that set you apart as a true globetrotter. A survey found, perhaps unsurprisingly, that owning a worn passport full of stamps was the biggest evidence you were a seasoned traveler, with 42% of us saying so. This was followed by having a host of backpacking tales to wheel out at dinner parties, 28%, and putting souvenirs from your trips on your walls at home, 27%. A host of signs that of a seasoned traveler included only eating at local restaurants, 18%, being competent eating anything with chopsticks, 14%, and pronouncing pho, chorizo, and nduja correctly, 10%. Referring to airports by their codes, 18%. Having well-worn walking boots, 17%. A year-round tan, 16%. And starting sentences with, my friend from, 14%. Are also signs someone is a true travel lover, as are displaying artifacts from far-flung travels on your walls, 27%. And having multiple currencies in your wallet, 26%. 1 in 5, 20%, of those surveyed by Hotekdeals, believe having a favorite suitcase is a sign, while 19% reckon being able to order a beer in multiple languages signifies how well-traveled someone is. And when it comes to experiences that expert wanderers should have done, eating street food in Bangkok, 19%, seeing the Northern Lights, 18%, seeing cherry blossom in Japan, 14%, wine tasting in the South France, 13%, and diving off the back of a boat into the Med, 12%, are all considered must-dos. More than half, 56%, admit they worry about being thought of as a Brit abroad, so much so that 20% have even pretended that they have visited a country, even if they haven't, in a bid to appear more cultured. On average, Brits go abroad 3 times a year, with 4 in 10, 43%, say they are going away less now than 5 years ago due to the higher prices, 66%. Taking longer to save up the money to go away, 39%, higher costs of going away during the school holidays, 23%, and simply not having the time, 15%. 93% think that the cost of holidays is out of control at the moment, so much so that 4 in 10, 40%, parents admit that they have, and would, risk a fine by taking their children away during term time. It's no surprise that 86% say they are being savvier with their holiday budgets now compared to 5 years ago. Shopping around for bargains, 55%, going during off-peak times, 46%, booking late deals, 38%, looking for voucher codes, 36%, and going away outside of the school holidays, 29%, are the main ways in which Brits are stretching their money further. 1 in 4, 24%, in the survey of 2,000 Brits monitor the exchange rate when buying currency, while a further 23% make sure they take food away with them. Vic Slayton, consumer expert from Hotekdeals and host of the False Economy podcast said, it's clear that a lot of Brits find joy in travel, and with the cost of living crisis putting intense pressure on families, the idea of getting away from it all has never been so appealing, yet seemingly so out of reach. This is where it is worth tapping up the pro travelers in your life. No one knows how to save money quite like a backpacker, where to get the best, most authentic food, and being able to order in the native tongue may even stop you getting the dreaded tourist tax. Whilst budgets are squeezed, if you do have some money set aside for travels, the best way to make the most of it is by doing your research. If your dream resort is a little expensive, the odds are that there are some hidden gems that offer the same things at a cheaper price. So investigate going direct to hotels and handling flights yourself to make sure you are getting the best price for each element. It's also worth keeping an eye on Hotekdeals. Not only do some brilliant last-minute options and voucher offers come up, but the community has a keen eye on the small print to make sure you don't fall into any traps when it comes to things like transfers and on-site costs. Despite the cost, the study also found that 96% of Britons belie